10 signs she's not into you. Navigating the landscape of romantic relationships can often feel like trying to decipher a complex code without a key. Particularly challenging is interpreting whether the person you're interested in shares those feelings. While attraction is a multifaceted phenomenon, certain behaviors can indicate a lack of romantic interest. Here, we explore 10 signs that suggest a woman might not be interested in you, providing insights into what these signs mean and how to approach the situation with grace and respect. 1. Avoiding physical contact. Physical touch is the unspoken language of connection, an intimate barometer of emotional and romantic ties. From a gentle brush of the arm to the warmth of an embrace, touch conveys depths of sentiment that words often fall short of expressing. Yet, when a woman actively avoids physical contact, it unfurls a narrative of her feelings, or their absence. Her deliberate choice to maintain a physical boundary, sidestepping even the most casual of touches, emits a resounding signal of disinterest. This conscious restraint may arise from a desire to prevent mixed messages or a firm commitment to personal comfort zones. Thus, this intricate dance of touch and withdrawal unveils the heart of human interaction, revealing emotions that often remain unspoken. While physical avoidance can speak volumes about her feelings, another subtler yet equally telling behavior is how she engages with you during conversations. This brings us to the second sign of disinterest. 2. Distraction during interaction. In the tapestry of human connection, engagement and attentiveness are the threads that weave bonds of authenticity amid the cacophony of distractions. However, when a woman's gaze drifts away, ensnared by the siren call of her phone or the transient shadows dancing around the room, it speaks volumes about her mental wanderings. This diversion of attention, a delicate dance of disconnection, paints a vivid picture of misaligned priorities. The absence of her full presence, a phantom in the landscape of interaction, hints at a disconnect not just in minds but potentially in hearts. It's a symphony of missed notes, where the music of mutual interest struggles to find harmony. In these fleeting moments between words and glances, a challenging truth emerges. The connection you long for may not hold the same sway in her world as you had hoped. Beyond her physical presence and attention, or lack thereof, lies the verbal and nonverbal cues she provides. The way she communicates about future plans can offer insights into her level of interest, leading us to the next indicator. 3. Vague or non-committal responses. Navigating the terrain of future plans often resembles deciphering an enigmatic puzzle, especially when met with responses as elusive as shadows at twilight. Conversations, brimming with potential, can lose their luster when answers veer into the realm of ambiguity. Phrases like, perhaps, or, I'll inform you later, don the guise of courtesy while thinly concealing a reluctance to journey further into the realm of potential within the relationship. These equivocal responses, like mist shrouding a landscape of hope, can whisper the message of disinterest without explicitly stating it. The frustration born from this uncertainty extends beyond missed opportunities. It's the realization that the emotional bridge you seek to construct may stand on shaky ground. This dance around definite plans is a subtle choreography of avoidance, designed not to progress but to maintain a safe distance from confrontation. Identifying this pattern is akin to glimpsing the moon through a cloudy night sky, an indication that the light of mutual enthusiasm may not be casting its glow upon your connection after all. Closely tied to how she communicates is how she acts upon those communications. The reliability of her commitments to plans can reveal more about her intentions and feelings, introducing another crucial sign of her potential disinterest. 4. Frequent rescheduling. The dance of rescheduling, a delicate step just a beat away from non-committal replies, can often reveal more than meets the eye. In the ebb and flow of life's unpredictability, the occasional need to postpone plans is understandable. Yet, when this becomes a recurring theme, punctuated by a lack of sincere apologies or proactive efforts to find a new time, a telling pattern emerges from the shadows. This rhythm of delay, where plans with you seem perpetually pushed to the horizon, subtly whispers a truth that might be hard to hear. You are not the priority you hope to be in her world. Each rescheduled plan, each missed opportunity for connection, acts as a gentle nudge, a soft yet clear indication that the scales of interest may not be balanced in your favor. In this ballet of postponements, the message is woven not just in the act of rescheduling, but in the silence of what's left unsaid and undone. Beyond the patterns of communication and commitment, the nuances of personal interaction play a significant role. This includes non-verbal cues such as eye contact, which leads us to another important sign to consider. 5. Lack of eye contact. Eye contact, the silent language of souls, wields the power to bridge worlds without uttering a single word. It's a conduit for unspoken feelings, a mirror reflecting the depths of our connections. Yet, when eyes consistently evade yours, darting away in moments ripe for intimacy, a story unfolds without the need for narration. This avoidance of gaze, particularly during the threads of conversation that seek to weave you closer, whispers tales of an invisible chasm. It's a dance of glances that never meet, revealing not just discomfort but perhaps a chasm of disinterest. Such a persistent evasion of eye contact is like a lighthouse warning of rocky shores, signaling the emotional distance that stretches silently between you. In the absence of this visual embrace, the space grows wider, a testament to the unspoken words and feelings that hover just beyond reach, painting a poignant portrait of a connection strained and stretched thin. In today's digital age, much of our communication occurs through screens, adding another layer to how we interpret interest and disinterest. This transition from in-person cues to digital communication brings us to the next sign. 6. Dry text conversations. In the contemporary landscape of modern relationships, digital communication serves as the scaffolding upon which connections are often built. Within this digital realm, the exchange of text messages forms a vital bridge, connecting hearts and minds across distances. However, when these textual conversations take on an arid quality, marked by lethargic responses and curt, dispassionate words, a story unfolds in the absence of enthusiasm. The words, once vibrant, become like desert sands, devoid of life and fervor. This digital disinterest, conveyed through a lackluster exchange of words, hints not only at the state of the conversation but also at the condition of the connection itself. The delayed responses and disengaged replies create an atmosphere devoid of excitement, leaving the connection parched, like a riverbed without the flow of emotion. In these digital interludes, the pulse of passion appears faint, a quiet plea for revival in a conversation that once held the promise of much more. The immediacy and frequency of digital communication offer a wealth of information about someone's interest levels. The response time to messages can be particularly revealing, segueing into another sign of disinterest. 7. Takes hours to reply. In the orchestra of our lives, the symphony of communication plays a pivotal role. Within this intricate score, the timing of responses becomes a significant note. While understanding occasional delays due to life's demands is only fair, the recurring pattern of prolonged response times, spanning hours or even days, can echo loudly in the silence it leaves behind. This delayed cadence, bereft of explanations or even a nod to the passage of time, paints a picture of priority, or the lack thereof. It's a narrative woven not just from the words exchanged but from the spaces in between, a tale of communication that meanders at a leisurely pace. In these moments of temporal disjunction, the urgency and significance of your words appear to dwindle, lost amidst the backdrop of her bustling life. The unspoken message whispers softly. In her world, responding to you might not be perched high on the list of priorities. Interpreting the content and context of communication can also provide clues. The topics she chooses to discuss with you, especially regarding other romantic interests, can signal her views on your relationship, leading us to another sign. 8. Talks about other guys. Conversations about other men or dating experiences can be a part of our social tapestry, weaving stories of connections and shared experiences. In the early stages of friendships or budding romances, discussing other individuals may not necessarily be a red flag. However, when these mentions become a frequent refrain, a chorus of other romantic interests, it's as though the narrative is painting a canvas of disinterest. These subtle mentions, like brushstrokes of a larger portrait, may serve as whispers of her perspective, a perspective that may not cast you in the light of a potential romantic partner. While such conversations can be casual and benign, the regularity of these mentions hints at a backdrop where your presence is perceived through the lens of friendship or casual acquaintance. It's a nuanced dance of words, where the unspoken message threads through the tales of other men, suggesting that in her story, you might not be the leading character in a romantic plotline. Social dynamics play a significant role in the development of romantic relationships. The way she chooses to integrate you into her social life, or keep you at a distance, can be another indicator of her feelings, bringing us to a noteworthy sign. 9. Brings friends to dates. The decision to introduce friends into what you envisioned as a one-on-one date can be akin to adding a layer of ambiguity to the canvas of your connection. It's like a brushstroke of uncertainty, suggesting a desire to maintain a platonic tone in the relationship. This choice can stem from various sources, perhaps a discomfort with the vulnerability of one-on-one intimacy or a simple misalignment in the understanding of your relationship's nature. In this intricate dance of social dynamics, the presence of friends becomes a subtle punctuation mark, a way to keep the narrative from delving too deeply into romantic territory. It's not necessarily a rejection but rather a reconfiguration of expectations, a signal that the path may lead down a different trail than initially envisioned. This decision, while it may introduce a touch of complexity, offers room for exploration and a chance to clarify the boundaries that define your connection. While social cues and communication patterns can hint at disinterest, sometimes the most unequivocal signs come from direct conversations. This leads us to the most definitive sign of all. 10. Friend zones you. In the realm of clear communication, there exists a stark signpost that leaves no room for ambiguity: her explicit declaration of seeing you as just a friend. Though this utterance may sting with the bitter taste of disappointment, it serves as an act of respect, a courageous act of honesty that lays the cards on the table. It acknowledges your emotions, allowing you to navigate the landscape of expectations with clarity. In this moment of candid revelation, the line is drawn in bold ink, delineating the boundaries of your connection. It's an opportunity to assess your own sentiments and to decide how you wish to steer the ship of your relationship. While the declaration may usher in a wave of complex emotions, it acts as a beacon, guiding you through the fog of uncertainty. In embracing this transparency, you embark on a path of self-discovery and choice, where the future of your connection rests in your hands. Recognizing these signs can be a sobering realization, but it also marks the beginning of a journey toward understanding and personal growth. Let's explore how to navigate the path forward with resilience and positivity. Navigating the path forward. Recognizing these signs of disinterest can be disheartening, but they also offer an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. Here are some steps you can take to move forward positively. Respect her feelings. Acknowledge and respect her lack of interest. Continuing to pursue someone who has expressed disinterest can strain the relationship and disrespect her boundaries. Self-reflection. Use this experience as an opportunity to reflect on what you're looking for in a relationship and how you communicate your interest. Focus on personal growth. Invest time in your hobbies, interests, and personal development. Building a fulfilling life independently of romantic relationships can improve your self-esteem and attractiveness as a partner. Expand your social circle. Engaging in new activities and social groups can introduce you to new people and potential romantic interests who share your passions and values. Seek closure if needed. If you're struggling to move on, a candid conversation asking for clarity on her feelings can sometimes provide the closure you need. Interpreting signs of disinterest is a complex and often painful part of navigating romantic relationships. However, by approaching these situations with empathy, respect, and a focus on personal growth, you can emerge with a deeper understanding of yourself and your relational patterns. Remember, every relationship, whether it blossoms into romance or remains platonic, offers valuable lessons and opportunities for personal development.